Koen Van Sande. I live in Brussels, Belgium, and I'm a filmmaker, director, but I write also. So I focus on fiction series for television, which we produce always with our proper production company called Cartouche. And now I am about to direct a new movie. In January 25, I start a feature film. It was like in the time we had the terrorist attacks in Brussels, and I thought there was like this fear, global, or let's say in our city, Brussels, there was this enormous fear for everyone who was not white. And I was thinking, but this is a fear, this is an existential fear, and I have to do something with it. Because it's based, of course, on one event. But that doesn't mean that everyone who was a other color as a white person is dangerous. So but that was at that moment there was like this mega fear in Brussels, and I thought I have to do something with this. So lockdown is about just someone who comes home, a father has to pick up his kid at his neighbor who is Arab, I mean, and something happens then during the movie, and he starts to think about, shit, is this a terrorist where I'm at? Which is, of course, the complete opposite of what was a reality happening. And it's this prejudice that I was like exploring and finding out how is it possible that people can turn over so quickly in their mind to have so much fear in their lives. That's wonderful. Huh? I came there with my producer, with David, my partner also in the production company. First of all, we had an incredibly great time in Paris and at the festival. And it's always a pleasure to be invited to a festival, of course. So it was, it was perfect.
Yeah.
I think it was also one of the third or the fourth festival that we were invited to. So it was still new and still fresh with this movie, and we had a lot of fun. The week after the festival, I started to shoot a 10-episode fiction series for the VTM. VTM is the biggest commercial network in Belgium. And it was a series that I wrote and produced and directed. Of course, with a team and co-written also. But so it was like this last little vacation, let's say, before the new adventure started. And 10 episodes with all the best actors in Belgium. And it was a great adventure, of course. And then afterwards, we had COVID. COVID was a period of writing. So and there I wrote a new film. The film that I will direct now in January. And in the meantime, and right after COVID, I directed a series for another production company, which was Under Fire, it's called. Third season. It's about firemen and explosives and a lot of action and drama and So, but now I'm focusing mainly on my first feature film called Clean. In January we will shoot it in Brussels, and I'm writing the second film right now also with funding of the Flemish Flemish funding system. The film is called Clean. It's about a police officer fighting the war on drugs. He's like the main face in Brussels, and everywhere in Europe you have this big conflict, fighting the war on drugs. While his own brother is a heroin addict. And it's the conflict between those two brothers. And the movie is basically about the police officer who finds out that he's fighting the wrong war. And it's his brother that makes this change, and other people anyway. But the main thing is that it's about his change in mind about the war on drugs, and it's about there is like this underneath message, not with the finger, but the underneath message: what if we should legalize hard drugs and take over the business as a state from the criminals? Could that be a solution? Voilà, that's the underneath message or question. We have a distribution contract with KFD, that's Kinepolis Group. And Kinepolis is, I guess, everywhere in Benelux. And I don't know if they have branches in France, possible, but I don't know. Anyway, we're now looking for some extra funding, co-production from outside of Belgium. We already have like 80% of the budget in place, but now we're looking for the last 20%. If anyone would like to contact me, feel free. I think the most beautiful advice that I saw recently was from Lee, and Lee is the guy that invented Spider-Man, and it's right now on YouTube, or you can find it, and it's a very inspirational talk, and he is telling about how you should, when you have a very great idea in mind, never let anyone talk it out of your head. You just have to go for it and believe in it. It touched me so much that I almost cried when I saw this little interview on stage, because it's the truth. It's the truth. I'm like 50 years old almost, and I'm making my first feature film in 5 months, and it's only because I kept on believing that it would be possible to make a feature film. And now it's gonna happen finally, with a nice budget. So it's not just, voila, it's just keep hitting on the nail until it's in the wood. We have on our website, it's cartouche, like in France, cartouche, .tv.